The water does not belong to any one individual corporation, whatever. It's everybody's.
The Calipio lived on the Willamette River from Oregon City down past Column. Women were chiefs. Old man, before he died, he said, the earth's going to be black. I see it in my dreams, going to be black. After the pioneers came, they plowed up the ground of the Willamette Valley, and the earth looked black. So that's what the man thought in his dreams. He saw the earth was black. They spoke to the new moon as it came up. We're still here. We're still alive. How are you doing?
It doesn't look polluted to the extent that it is polluted and it is dangerous. It's beautiful. It's intrinsic. It's for people, it's calming, you know, as we are 80-90% water ourselves.
The name Willamette, the river was blue at one time. There were eddies or whatever, and they look like the water's boiling. That's called Wool. So it was called Willamette for the eddy and the color blue, Willamette. It's definitely lost its blue.
Fishes who are living in the river basically are endangered because the Willamette River is contaminated right now, so I'm just worried about the river.
This is happening in our backyard. Recovery can happen in our backyard by just taking care of that piece that we're next to, by taking an interest in what our neighborhoods are doing with the small streams that are going through those areas. Taking small interest in these things lends to the recovery of those water bodies as a whole.
I am also of my Warm Springs community, and our people have experienced crises in access to healthy water off and on for many years. And this is due to historical water infrastructure issues, especially when it comes to treaties with the federal government and being able to provide and sustain infrastructure systems that down the line are providing that drinking water, the bathing water, you know, cooking water, all of those different ways that water is used in the community. That's something that, even though I live here in the Portland area and maybe I'm not drinking or bathing in that same water, it still impacts me because that's, you know, those are my people, that's my community members, you know, have family who have been impacted by illnesses from drinking and having access to that water. So I think having that close connection to knowing about these contaminated water issues in my own community really helps me to be aware of ways that I can help connect to my people, but also to help others be aware. And I think that, you know, that directly connects to the quality of water historically in the Willamette River as well, and think about how we can make sure that everyone has access to good clean water.
Just being part of this waterway, understanding how it works, respecting and honoring it, listening to the songs, you know, the lapping of the waves, you know, that's very soothing. It's got a song to it, and then when it's running or the waterfalls, there's a lot of food sources. Willamette falls down here. Grand Ron goes down there, and other tribes go down there to harvest the lamprey. You know, it's a big thing. It's how do we work with that, and how do we keep this safe? We're not like the commercial fishermen. We don't do it to make money so much as to provide for our families.
When I just went to the ceremony with my mom, and I was very happy because I got to feel my ancestors. The more we pray to the river, the more better it's gonna get, and the more healthier.
The water is one of the things that is spiritual, natural, wonderful, magical. It can do way more than we ever thought it could. But the biggest thing is it can sustain us. Everyone in the world needs to drink water. And so being able to reconnect with who we are as human beings is very important, so that we can think about what our traditions are, is to think about everybody else and taking care of everybody else. And that's not a value that we see everywhere, but it's a value that our people have. That's our job. That's what we're supposed to do.